Hello and welcome to Rationals 3.1, the parent graph. Okay, so today we're going to learn about a new function, and well, it's not really a new function. I'm sorry. It's a new graph rather that belongs to the rational function that we've been studying for the past couple of lessons, and it's going to be a weird-looking graph, as you can see in the picture on the slide already. And we're just going to basically draw this graph at first. So I'm going to teach you guys how to draw it later on, but at first we're going to just show you guys how it looks based on plugging in random values of x, finding the appropriate y value, or f of x value in this case, and plotting the dots and seeing how it looks from there. Okay, so like I said though, we're going to eventually teach you guys how to graph it a little differently in the future, but for now we're just going to stick to the fill in the x value in the table, find the corresponding y value, plot the dots, and connect all the dots. Okay, so that's the picture you see on this slide, yeah, with the table all filled out and the dots that are all plotted from those values that we plotted in the table. Okay, so this is what the rational function graph looks like. Okay, and information about this rational function that you need to know, standard information that we typically always introduce to you guys. So it comes in the form of these questions. So what happens to f of x when x equals 0? And basically what happens here is you got to understand, yeah, that this is a fraction. Rational functions are fractions, and because you're going to plug in a 0 on the bottom of the fraction's not going to like that, right? Because it's going to say, I don't think you can divide by 0, so therefore it's going to just go crazy, right? You try to do it in the calculator, it's going to say undefined, or I forget what kind of error message it says exactly, but anyway, it's not going to give you a response, yeah? And that's basically because, yeah, you cannot divide by 0, okay? So when you figure out domain and range for this function, okay, domain, if you guys forgot, those are all your inputs that you can use to, I guess it's you can use with the function. Okay, so in this case, since you don't want to have a 0 on the bottom of the fraction, then I'm pretty sure you better avoid x being 0, because if x is 0, then you're going to create an undefined situation. So you don't want to put x to be equal to 0. Okay, so basically it can be any other number out there except 0 for x. Okay, all right, and then the range. So range is going to be all your outputs or your y values, and because you can't you don't have a 0 on the top of the fraction, you're never ever going to get 0 as an answer. You're never going to get 0 as an output. Okay, because the only way you're going to get this fraction equal to 0 is if you have a 0 on the top. But therefore, when you look at this equation, it says 1 over x. It says 1 is on the top, so therefore you're never going to get a 0 on the top. Yeah, so therefore your output is never going to be 0 either. Okay, so you can have any other output, just not 0 for this situation. Okay, so this is just some background information about a rational function, yeah, as far as it pertains to the graph that we're going to eventually start studying in the next couple of sections. So you'll see more of these things, I guess, making more sense as we introduce more lessons. All right, but yeah, just stay tuned for more lessons, and yeah, just good luck on this graph. Bye bye.